All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough. We are picking up right where we left off, and we just missed one piece of dialogue, so let's see what they're saying.
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Remire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Monica.
Huh? Another student? Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir.
No. No.
Just a pathetic old man.
Monica, no.
How dare you get in the way of my brilliant plan, dog.
Monica, no.
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir.
Who is that? We couldn't save him.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You must survive, merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
We couldn't save our father. No. No, 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 no. Come on.
Sorry.
No. You can't just kill the dad off like this.
I'm going to have to leave you now.
No, 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 no. No.
To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it. Thank you, kid.
I'm not crying, it's the rain. I promise, it's... I had to take a screenshot. I don't want to use that as a thumbnail, but... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't have words for that.
So this is where your father lived. Are you still crying? If turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life, you must accept what came to pass was fate.
Our enemies will pay.
Agreed. We cannot let the wicked ones run free. Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary. Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest.
This is not a time to be making jokes, so this...
These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon, year 1159.
11:59. I remember...
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead.
Wait, is this...
Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth.
Okay.
But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry about a baby that doesn't cry. It isn't natural. I had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat.
Hold up, what?
Heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned, I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
So he ran away with us.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
Ah, here you are.
Oh boy.
To think
Yeah,
the
that's
Gerald
quite a bit to take in.
meet his end like that. I hope you know that you were the most important thing in the world to him.
I
He
was?
wasn't the most emotional guy. I'm sure expressing his affection wouldn't have come naturally to him. After what's happened, it's up to me now. I, Alois, swear to protect you in the captain's stead.
Alois, I'm probably
Sorry.
stronger than you.
This isn't the time for my blathering. Lady Rhea is looking for you. I came to tell you that. I'll take my leave now.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest. Oh,
That...
but I have at least figured one thing out. I know
Oh?
now why our fates are intertwined.
Wow. So that's a lot to take in at the beginning of an episode, and it's still going on. All right.
Filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Gerald was an ally of many years, and also
Do you guys
dear
think
friend.
that his death was orchestrated by Rhea? When did you meet?
It was a long while back. At the time, Gerald was a soldier of the kingdom. He was injured in battle, and I saved him just as he was about to perish. That was our first meeting.
So was he just
After
living
that,
on borrowed time this
he
entire
became
time?
Knight of Seros. He gave his all in service of the church.
Why did he leave the Knights?
He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Garrigmach. Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child. Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning.
Did I inherit my crest from my mother?
Your mother. She was my...
I'm sorry for the interruption.
She was my
Rhea.
what?
There's something you must
She was my
hear
what?
immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Alois.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
That... Wow. It's been a while since I've played this game, and I've played through this game about 2 or 3 times. And this part gets me every time. It's like I'm reliving
Part 1.
the memories I had when I first played it.
Guardian Moon, where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Seros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Seros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Yeah, every time. I don't know. I don't have any words right now. So let's I think in this episode we're just going to explore, and we're going to have to see what everyone says about the death of our father. We get $5,000 for activities.
You're here again. Professor, you've been crying. So, even you cry sometimes. Oh, I suppose that was thoughtless of me to say.
Oh, Edelgard. It's fine.
My
It's fine.
teacher, you're so blinded by grief that you can't see what's going on right in front of you. Are you waiting for time to heal your wounds? Or have you curled up in a corner and lost the will to carry on?
Does it matter?
It does. You've lost yourself. Only you can truly understand your own sadness. Others can sympathize or even empathize, but all anyone else can offer are the tears of an outsider looking in. So I have no intention of crying for you, or of standing still with you. All I can do is promise to reach out my hand when the time comes for me to move forward.
What do you mean?
The mysterious organization that was carrying out experiments in Ramire Village and the chapel, they're up to something near Garreg Mach. The Archbishop has sent the Knights to undertake a large-scale investigation. No information has surfaced yet, but our enemies will soon be discovered. When they are, will you lead us into battle? Or will you just sit here, with no thought for the future that is fast approaching? My teacher, there is a choice to be made. I hope you make the right one.
My. She really is quite arrogant. She spoke her mind without an ounce of reservation. But she is right. The time has come to stand again. You know already what your answer is.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
Oh, this
If you were
thing.
to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I
Kronya.
need you to do.
Oh, of course. I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
The Flame Emperor.
Is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind.
Flame Emperor doesn't like what they've done.
Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need. All for a purpose.
Okay, so the Flame Emperor doesn't like what they've done. That's interesting. Ingrid's birthday. We'll give her some flowers. We'll give her the flowers. Oh, no, the sad. The slowed down, sad music.
If you
Hello,
must weep,
Sothis.
then weep. I shall be here for you. Well, it would be
Thank you.
ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Okay. Do we have any quest? No, there's two. Okay, there is a single quest for us to take. Well, we are gonna roam around, do what we normally do, but also see what our students have to say. The ones who have been with him for a while. Oh, there were some things we missed from the beginning of the game. So I think we will start off with whoever's near the... Well, actually him. What does he have to say? Oh, are you all right, Professor? I heard him cry. for a second. We'll do our gardening. We gotta do the gardening. We get a speed carrot. All right. Let's do one of each flower. See what that. That's not a good combo. One of each color isn't good. All right. Let's see what he has to say. To do.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Hello there.
Oh, Leonie. They were like best buds.
Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe.
I see blue. I must collect. Okay, who do we have over here? All right, we'll give the dog something. Here, have a trout. At least someone looks happy. Ah, Ingrid. Let's see what Ingrid has to say.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
It's okay, Ingrid. You don't need to say anything.
Oh no.
Let us talk with the gatekeeper.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Oh. Oh, his is heartbreaking. Alright. Who else do we have? Let's run over here. It looks like we got a couple people that we can talk to over here. Ah. Annette and Mercedes.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
So they're taking the here stuff your face approach. Oh, we got Ferdinand and Petra over here.
Your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What are you thinking, Professor?
You do not have to leave if you do not wish it.
To home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Alright, so no words from them. We do have Edelgard over here. What does she have to say?
Professor, I'm so happy to see you. You're finally returning to your old self. To see the light in your eyes again is a gift. It inspires me to carry on as well. As you know, the Knights are searching furiously for any trace of the enemies who escaped. I'll inform you immediately if I learn anything relevant.
Alright. What else do we have? We'll go to the classrooms next. I think that's what's over here. Unless, oh, is there anyone over in the Amiibo gazebo? No. I will do that after the video, though. We do have some people over here we can talk to, maybe? Someone in here? Oh, it's Anne.
I heard Gerald
Anna.
passed away. My deepest condolences. I knew him long before I ever even met you. He was always so much fun to be around. It's such a loss.
Right.
Okay. Oh, we got people in the hall here. Ooh, Lysithia.
I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
We
Yes,
should
I
be
agree.
careful.
I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
Alright. Who do we have over here? Oh, it's Dorothea. Okay, what does Dorothea
I've
say?
sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
That's reassuring. I think we're coming up upon the graveyard. I don't want to go there next. So we will go over here to the classrooms.
Maybe. When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
That's something to think about. Alright, what about in this classroom? Ah,
Harsh
Felix and
expressions don't
Sylvain.
suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
Hopefully the
You're
knights finish their
worrying
business and
too
hurry
much.
back. I wouldn't mind having a few extra lances around.
Alright, so that is all they have to say. What about in the Golden Deer section?
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Oh, we got Hilda and Marianne.
It seems like you're holding up okay, but I'm worried about Leonie. She really loved Gerald. I hope she can bounce back.
Oh, we talked with her already. Oh, Marianne's separate. Okay.
Say a prayer for Gerald's soul. There's not much else I can do.
Oh, thank you, Marianne. Oh, we got someone over here. Oh, it's Claude. What does he say?
I haven't lost a parent yet, so I can't even begin to understand how you must be feeling. But even while you're standing still, the world keeps on moving. I always find that oddly comforting.
Oh. Okay, who have we yet to speak with? We haven't talked to anyone over here. But I don't know if we want to talk to them. You know what? Let's see. We have a couple people over here. We'll go talk with them. And then we'll go visit the grave ourselves. Dimitri.
I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Oh, Casper.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even he, that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
And then
You gotta
Raphael.
keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
Let's go see what the rest of them have to say, and then we will visit Gerald's chamber, and then we'll go visit his grave. So we have Rhea in here.
Professor, how are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was, forgive me, my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
Those were nice words. What about Seteth?
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Alright, who is next?
Really?
We don't want to go to his room yet. So I think we'll visit Manuela first.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen?
I'll listen.
It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. All right, Hanneman.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Oh, thank you, Hanneman. There's a couple more people we can talk to in here. They're over this way. Blaine and Hubert. Okay, Blaine.
Father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
And Hubert. What does Hubert have to say?
Much for condolences. How about a little logic instead? The knights have spread out around Garreg Mach in search of Gerald's murderers. Thus, the monastery's fighting strength is, for the moment at least, depleted. Perhaps that was the enemy's real objective. We should be prepared for further confrontation.
Okay. Wait, do they still have something to talk about here? Didn't we just talk with her?
Right. I wonder who...
Oh, that's weird. Oh, now they're done. All right. So we shall visit his room to collect... Oh, here's Sothis. Hi, Sothis.
Is something hiding just behind that book?
A small leather bag, and inside it a ring.
I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
and an encyclopedia about fish. If we walk back in here, is she still here? She is. Okay. Let us go visit his grave now. And that is where we will end this video. Oh, actually, we have 2 more people to talk to. Let's talk to Linhart and then Bernadetta.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
And then last but not least, Bernadetta, because she is finally out of her room.
I brought some flowers for Gerald.
Thank you.
It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
Oh, thank you, Bernadetta. And now, to end off this episode, Citri Eisner, 1139 to 1159, and Geralt Eisner, question mark to 1180, resting in the warm embrace of cherished memories. And with that, guys, we are going to end this episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.